All right, looks like it's time. Let's go. Oh, I should actually probably bring up, you know, YouTube so I can actually see. What is this? I have no idea what the bit rate means. No idea what that means. Let's go back to... Still getting used to streaming on YouTube. We'll see how this goes. Alright, so I've got things a little bit laid out. I haven't pulled out molds yet, but I'm at least mostly set up. I changed some plans a little bit right before the stream, which I will run you through. But we're going to work on a couple of different dessert-themed dice sets, as well as repouring the Patreon dice sets. I went and updated the description, like, right before the stream, and then it didn't save for some reason. Because I went and put in there, like, the specifics of what we were working on, and then it just decided it didn't want to keep it for some reason. I hit save, and then I went back, and it was gone. Don't know what's going on there. So, the plan, I'm going to do a set of mint chocolate chip ones. The plan for that, I don't know what green I want to use exactly. I'm thinking, I don't know if I want to go a little bit more like bluey green. Is that a better mint chocolate chip color, the more bluey green? Or is it more of a yellow green? I think it's more of a blue green. I think probably one of these greens. And they're gonna look a little bit more blue on screen too. They always look a little bit more blue. But we're gonna do an opaque pastel-ish sort of green color. And then I'm gonna do some translucent brown with some bits of like brown resin scrap in it mixed in. And then I was thinking a little bit of shimmer maybe, just because I think that'd be fun. And then I'm going to start on some macaroon dice, which they're going to be 3 layers. So we're just going to do the first layer. I was originally thinking I was going to do all of the layers at the same time, and then I decided it's just going to be easier to just do 3 layers. So we're going to take our colors and mix them with white and make some pastels. And each die is going to be a different color in the rainbow. And then the next layer that I'm going to do, a nice thin layer in the middle, like the ganache or whatever. Ganache? Is that right? Ganache? I'm second guessing what I'm saying. Is going to be like a shimmering kind of color to match. But we're not going to get to these yet. That's why I have this here. I was going to put these in there so that I can find them later so I know what colors I want to use. But we're just going to be doing these, which is all these colors here. Ah! If I don't knock them all over. With white. And then finally I'm going to redo the Patreon dice because I made some dice and I decided I didn't really like them for the Patreon ones. So I'm going to kind of pull off of a set that I did in May. I'm going to go with kind of this idea here, where let's see if it'll focus on it. Yeah, there we go. Kind of like tendrils of blues and greens. I've been trying to think of like what color I want to make this set of dice, because I've done, let's see, January was purple and white, February was yellow, March was purple, April is going to be mostly neutral tones, and so for May I'm like, what's a color that I haven't done yet? I want some variation here, so we're going to do some blues and greens. So unlike that, I'm going to do that pretty much the same. I don't remember exactly what blues and greens I used, so I went and pulled some that I thought would look nice together. With some of, there's like a little bit of blue shimmer in there, and then in addition I went and grabbed some multi-chrome pigment that like kind of shifts between blue and green. I figured we'd add a little bit of that in there. I thought that'd be fun. So we're going to do 4 D20s of that. need to make some more molds. I've been putting off making molds. I've just gotten distracted with other things. So we're gonna do 4D20s. I'm wondering whether I should mention on Discord that I am live. Probably. That would probably be smart. I just feel bad for spamming the Discord. Let's see, what do I want to do here? This is more difficult. Because I don't have... I have to go find the stream. If I was on my computer, this would be easier. Let me turn my volume off all the way. I see my stream. Streamception. Let's see if I can get a link to this somehow. How do I, there we go. Copy link. All right, I'll go post that in the, that's not what I want. Go post that in the Discord. Okay, there we go. Now it's posted in the Discord. Just because I feel like Saturdays are always, like, just kind of quiet. So it's always nice if someone comes and hangs out. So we got our molds there. These ones we might as well do it with the highest number at the top. Why not? Just grab a set of molds. Also for this one I'm going to use this D2 mold. I have most of my D2 molds are flat like this, but this one I have up on its edge so we can do the cool layers. Let's see, what was I? D10, D8, D6. Hi! How are you doing? And D4. Oh, but hello, welcome. Let's see here. So this is going to be for our rainbow macaroons. And then for the mint chocolate chip, does it matter? I think we'll just do it with the highest number at the top as well. So I've got a few different things that we're working on. Do I like this? That's fine. Okay. I am good. I am good. I'm debating whether I want to make more Minecraft dice. Oops, that's the wrong thing. There we go. Not like right now. Not like right this second. But do I want to like go back and make more sets at some point? Just because, like, 1, I really like Minecraft. 2, they sold really well. And 3, there just still seems to be interest in them. It's just like, I mean, if I'm gonna have fun and also make money doing it, then, like, you know, that might be a way to go. I do appreciate their very lenient selling fan art policy. Okay, I think I've got my molds here. The other thing I was gonna grab, so I was gonna try and do the full set of dice here, and then I decided I'm just gonna do 1 layer because it's gonna be 3 layers eventually. Each die is gonna be 3 layers, and so I'm gonna have extra resin. But I was thinking I would grab a D20 mold, maybe, if I don't knock everything else over. Yeah, I didn't knock everything else over. And do what makes you happy. To be fair, it's one of those things where it's like, I don't know if I want to get like, I'm a-okay with being like that Minecraft dice maker person. I'm a-okay with that. Like, sure. I don't know what it is about interacting with professional Minecraft people on Twitter that keeps happening, but that's okay. But I like variety too, and also I couldn't only make Minecraft stuff, just because of, you know, rules of theirs and things. Oh, I'm grabbing this D20 by the way because I'm figuring I'm gonna have leftover rainbow resin, and I figured we would make a cool layered rainbow D20. I think I'm also gonna do a like D2. I'll do like a D2. I don't have, what do I just have? I just have the one up and down D2. It's fine. Do that, and then I'm thinking like a D10. I'll grab D10 mold. I want to make some more just miscellaneous dice. I sorted all of my dice out the other day, so I have them like in their own little drawers by which die it is, you know, D10s, D100s, or whatever you want to call them, which is gonna make it much easier. Hi Maggie, how you doing? I'm just getting everything set up so we can pour some resin. I think I've got my molds figured out. I need to pull out my pigments here. So I want, let's see, which one is this? That's not the right one. It's the one in front. Mojito. Like sky blue. There's my sky blue. And blueberry. Cool. Put those away. I'm trying to figure out, would you say that like mint chocolate chip, the like mint part, would you say it's kind of more blue-green? I think I like this one. It's a little bit more green. This one's a little bit too blue, I think. I can make some together. Wish you had a mojito. Yeah, that's it's a good green color. I just have tea. I did eat a stale donut right before the stream though. Curious what my breakfast looks like. It was a stale donut. Avocado and clover. We might kind of mix those two. Have I stretched? To be fair, I just started 15 minutes ago. So I haven't really stretched. No, I probably should actually. I've been sitting here for a while. I might stand up for a minute. Let's find our pigments though. Stretch. And I'll stand up for a second. I've been sitting here for about an hour figuring out what I want to do. Okay, I think that is going to be all of the pigments. Let's start finding some mixing cups here. Do I want to... I'm just going to grab new mixing cups. I hate making like a ton of waste. And like the mixing cups could be reusable. They're just a pain to clean. So I'm just gonna grab new ones. Oh, I could put these away too. Yeah, so we're gonna be mixing these with white to make some good pastel colors. I put those away. I have all my colors out. What was I saying? Oh, I was saying, I think before you got here, Maggie, I'm debating whether I want to go on alert. Okay, that's fine. I was debating whether I want to make more Minecraft dice. Just because it's fun and there's interest. Hi, Ty. How are you doing? Just getting all my colors. Getting all my ducks in a row. Or my alcohol inks, one or the other. There we go. Got all our stuff. Oh, how are you doing, Ty? Okay, let me think about this. I don't actually want too much brown. That is good because I think there's 2 Adrians in the, oh, that's an Aiden. Never mind. I was just like, I think this is Bosun, but I think there might be another Adrian in the Discord. Do it! I just need to figure out, like, timing and things. Let's see here. So I'm trying to, let's see, how much of this do I want to do? So I'm going to do some mint chocolate chip dice. It's different than the joints, but okay. I don't actually want that much brown, I think, compared to the green. I just want like little spots of it. A full set of dice is about 30 milliliters. Do I want to do only 5 milliliters of the brown? I can't remember now. Yeah, it might be Aiden. I might have it wrong. They look very similar, and my brain is just like, oh yes, these 2 things look similar. It's like Aubrey and Audrey. I was just like, okay, which one is it? The D and the B look the same in my brain. Also, I'm used to calling you Bosun. Do I want to do just 5 milliliters of the brown and 25 of the green? Just debating whether that's going to be the right balance. Or do I want to do like 10 of the brown and 20 of the green? Or is that going to be too much brown? I think we'll do maybe about 7.5. Go kind of split the difference there. I'm not going to like fill this thing up. But this is just a bunch of brown resin bits. So I have a ton of scrap resin that I never know what to do with. And I put some into a little blender thing, ground it all up, and ended up with a bunch of little chips of resin. So I'm thinking, let me think here, 7.5. I don't want to add too much because I found that if I make it like super densely packed with this stuff, then I end up also air bubbles because a lot of air gets trapped in it. I don't know that I want to go too much. Oops. I think that'll probably be good. Let's call that good. We're going to add a little bit of brown pigment and shimmer too. I should go get some mint chip ice cream to eat and model off of. I don't know if I have any mint chocolate chip ice cream. Something I realized kind of recently, too, is that sometimes having a reference right in front of me makes it worse for the dice, because I focus too hard on making things super accurate that I don't get the vibe right. Smoke pastel colors, new dyes you got. Nice pastel shades. Oh, okay, cool. Are they opaque colors then? Also, I do want to see how those multicolored pigments look when you use them. I'd love to see how those turn out. And then we'll use that for the green. Over here, we're just going to put those in, and I'm going to need the white. And then I'll need one for, oh, I'm going to need one of these. Cool. Yeah, the pastel colors I feel like are not as hard for me to get because I can add white, which is opaque. It's like nice, bright, opaque colors that aren't shimmery. That's my problem. That's why I've debated getting some of the like pigment pastes, because it looks like there's some opaque colors there that aren't shimmery. Just like, oh, that'd be kind of nice, because I found with some of the like pigments, so they're not micas, they're just pigments. They're not, they end up, you know, kind of satin. They're not shimmery. They kind of clump up a bit, so I end up with like kind of speckles, which I don't, sometimes I want, sometimes I don't want. Let's add a little bit of brown to our bright and non-pearl. Oh, okay. That's exciting. Oh, but my bank account though. That is, you know, I do feel better now that I have some stable income. That is making me feel a little bit better. Since I know I'll be getting a certain amount of money each month now that I have a part-time job. I feel more willing to buy things on Amazon. But I just bought some stuff on Amazon that I didn't really need, but was cool. Just like, I probably shouldn't get more. But there's so many cool like pigments and things out there. Oh, that's something that I should do. I just ended up with a bunch of random things for resin. I can show you some of this stuff. We're gonna be doing about 35 from dice work. No, I work at a tutoring center now. Just part-time. That's gonna be plenty of that. I enjoy it though, it's fun. But it's nice knowing that, cause like, this month has been good. Minecraft dice sold really well. I pretty much sold out of all the Minecraft, actually I have a couple sets left, but I sold a lot of the Minecraft dice. But like the month before this did not sell much at all. So it's very inconsistent. I have discovered, this is kind of unrelated, kind of related, kind of unrelated. I have discovered that like editing videos can be fun. I've hated editing in the past, and I've literally spent last night and this morning just working on editing things because I've been having so much fun doing it. So I'm kind of glad that I'm moving towards doing some YouTube stuff too. Maybe that'll end up being another source of income. That'd be nice. What was I grabbing? Oh, I was going to show you some of the random stuff that I ended up with. Yeah, so, yeah, I ended up with like all sorts of random things. This is like some random little bits of glitter, some different mica powders. There's all sorts of random molds in here too. Ooh, there's big mixing cups. Oh, you really don't have to, Ty. I'll send you my info if you want, but you really don't have to. Let's see here. Yeah, there's all sorts of random stuff, but there's other, like a box of other different things too. Other video game dice? That could be cool too. The reason that I did the Minecraft ones, there's other random stuff over there too, but the reason that I did the Minecraft ones, to be fair, was because I went and looked up their content policy, and I'm allowed to do that. I'd need to go look it up for whatever video game or video game company I wanted to make stuff based on. The other reason that I did Minecraft dice and not other video game dice before is that Minecraft's pretty much the only video game that I play. I don't play a lot of video games. But I do think that'd be really cool. I'd need to go look up like the content policies and stuff. I just don't want to get sued. I was very wary about making Minecraft dice, and then I went and looked up their content policy. They have a very lenient content policy when it comes to like creating and selling fan works. Like there's rules in place, but like you can make and sell fan art for Minecraft, which is very nice. Okay, got that, we've got that, we've got that. I think we've got all of our pigments everywhere that we need. Oh yeah, I don't know what it is about having professional Minecraft people interacting with me on Twitter. This is the second time that this has happened. That's not what I need. I need these. So let me start grabbing stuff so we can pour some resin. I think I have everything that I need. Like I said, we'll see if anything comes of that. I don't know if it will or not. There's no pressure there. Okay, so I think we have everything that we need. Yeah, I'm down for another commission. Of course. If you could shoot me details on like Discord or something, just so that I will not find them in this chat. If you send them all here, you can talk about it here if you want, but I'll probably need you to type up your idea in like a message that I can refer back to. But yeah, I'm down. We'll have to see what's doable. Okay, so I think we are ready to go. I need to order more resin. That's on my to-do list for this week. So I'm going to be a little bit muffled the rest of the stream. I am going to sound like this. I'm going to talk like this. No, I'm not going to talk like that. But I am going to sound a little bit like Darth Vader or something. Some people have said Bane, but I haven't watched that movie. Okay. I must hunt. Ah, yes. The best of practices, making it as difficult as possible when you want someone to do something for you. That's something that, like, I don't know, whenever I ask someone to do, this is not, like, saying anything against, like, we can talk about ideas here for sure. I just might need a refresher later if we do. But, I don't know, if I ever ask someone for help on something, I want to make it as easy for them as possible to help me. I've met people before where they're super, like, they ask for help on something and then they, like, criticize it when people help them, and I'm like, dude, they don't have to be helping you right now. Let's see here. Let me grab my resin. And I'm going to go ahead and get this measured out. I'm going to be going quiet here for a second. And then I will be right back. And we can chat some more. I just can't talk and pour at the same time, or I'll have a mess. There's the resin. Let me get our hardener. Okay. Alright, cool. I'm back. Anyways, you guys do anything exciting while I was gone? But yes, I'd love to make, I like making things based on things, obviously, which is why I've been doing the, like, monthly themes. I was going to do Critical Role dice this month, and, like, literally, like, the day that I was kind of planning things, they came out with a new content policy that made it so you couldn't sell fan works. And I was just like, maybe not.
which is how we ended up here. So I just don't want to get sued. If I'm gonna, I'd love to make things based on existing properties, partially just because like people like things that they like, which sounds weird. People like to get things based on things that they already like. And I don't know, and I think it's fun to make things based on other things just because it gives me a lot of inspiration. So I don't know, like other video game dice would be cool. I just need to check and see what is allowed. I'm always very wary. Some of them I could probably make kind of generic enough that like they're not directly based on the property, but you know, they're kind of inspired by it, but they're not actually like tied to it. But yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of a better safe than sorry kind of approach to things like that. Yeah, I don't know. It was just like, I don't know, just the way that the content policy was phrased, it seemed kind of pretty strict. So I just decided better safe than sorry. Plus, if I, like, part of the fun, I feel like, of making things based on something is being able to, like, say what it's based on. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'd probably go more complicated, too, but, I don't know, I like, what's the point of basing it on something like that if I can't even say that it's based on that, I guess? It's like, sure, I have ideas and I can draw inspiration from there, but I've been doing monthly themes, so, like, I don't know, yeah. I don't know. But yeah, no, but like I can't just like turn around and just make Minecraft stuff either. So the rules for doing Minecraft fan art are very lenient. You can make up to 20 of the same design of something, which is makes sense to me. They're trying to prevent people from mass producing items. They don't want Walmart selling their stuff without licensing. I mean, on the one hand, it's a good idea. On the other hand, that'd be so much work. I don't know if I'm at that point. But no, you can make up to 20 of the same design, and you can't make more than $5,000 a year out of things that are based on their IP. And that's for handcrafted items. It's different for like making money from like ad revenue and stuff on videos and that sort of stuff. And I'm like, that seems fair. I couldn't survive on $5,000 a year, so I can't just do Minecraft stuff. Which, yeah, that's fair. But I could do more. I obviously didn't make that much with the few sets of dice that I made. I have like a cat hair or something in here. Just a second. I'm gonna be bad. What is going on? Something's tickling my chin. Let's put this back on. I don't know what it was. See if I can do this with one hand. I've done it with one hand before. You guys get to watch me struggle to put my respirator back on with one hand. I can do it. I did it. There we go. All right. Whew. What sort of other video games would you guys like to see dice based on? There's a question for you. Or other properties. It doesn't have to be a video game, like TV shows, movies, I'm curious about like specific properties though that you'd love to see things based on. This is starting to get close. I should show you guys the tray that that ended up being a mess. That's unrelated, but I'll show it to you guys at some point. Maybe I'll post a photo on Discord. I finally went and finished a tray, and it was already like, there's some bubbles in here, which is kind of annoying. And then I did the last layer yesterday, day before yesterday, and yeah. The last layer did not turn out quite as intended. Now I'm not quite sure what to do with it. Like, it's still usable. Ooh, Witcher dice, that'd be cool. I'm getting popular in the Minecraft community. I mean, I'm A-okay with that. Like, that's fun. It is funny to me. I don't know why it's so funny to me. Roman flavor? What? What do you mean? What? Why are we eating Romans? What? Is that a property that I don't know about? I do think Witcher dice would be cool. That could be fun. No, but I don't know why it's so funny to me, though, that this has now happened twice where I've had two different professional Minecraft people messaging me on Twitter. It's funny, like, I have the fewest, so out of all my social medias, Monkey Island? I don't even know what that is. Out of all my social medias, I have the fewest followers on Twitter, which makes sense to me because I know how to use Twitter the least. Oh, ramen! That makes more sense to me. Ramen flavors. That makes sense. I was so confused. What was I saying? Yeah, one of them's a dev. Yeah, I've had a Minecraft developer and a Minecraft YouTuber interacting with me on Twitter. But no, Twitter, I have the fewest followers on Twitter out of all of the different social media platforms that I keep up to date with. I'm not counting Pinterest. I'm dropping Pinterest. I don't care about Pinterest anymore. I was posting to Pinterest, but I've decided that I don't know that I care enough to update it. It's just different from the other ones. The other ones I can kind of put everything on, like, I can kind of put the same information on all of them when I'm posting things. I do put some different information on Twitter, like, hey, here's when I'm going to be streaming and stuff like that, but no, I was debating dropping some social media, and I was just like, maybe I should drop Twitter, because that is where I have the fewest followers, but I've also been getting kind of the most interaction, I guess, there, to a certain extent. So it's just like, oh, maybe not. Okay, this is looking pretty good. I don't see any streaks, I think we're good. Let me just scrape the sides and the bottom one last time. I feel like I saw someone put ramen in resin before. I think that's like a YouTube video or something that I watched at one point. I don't know if it was dice. It might have been someone who does like resin, like turning and stuff. You know, like on like a lathe and things. It might have been like a big thing with ramen. But I feel like that's definitely something I've seen. Don't know that it would work at this scale. Okay. So let me start divvying this up. I think what I'm going to do, to do food dice, like a dice set based on hard-boiled eggs, salad, burgers. I mean, I am doing food dice at the moment, but yes, that could be fun. not real food, but yeah, mimic. Yeah, that's what I figured. Okay, let me see here. I want, what did I say? We're gonna go to a little bit more than 50, or a little bit more than 20 milliliters here. Okay, we're gonna go to a little bit more than 20. And then we're going to do about 7.5 of the brown. Okay, there's that. This is going to be for the mint chocolate chip. Because I think we want a little bit more of the, let me get this all mixed in. I don't know if food is too broad of a too broad of a theme or not. I don't know. What do you think? Would that be too broad of a theme, just food? That is kind of why I said desserts for this one. This is kind of like a subcategory of food, but I guess I don't know how I would break up other food, and that does seem like it could be limiting if I did. Alright, so that's going to be our green and our brown. And honestly, we should probably we can let these ones sit for a minute. They can be a little bit thicker. Over here, let me think for a second. How much do I have? So we probably want about like 35, and then we'll have about 35 left there. So I'm gonna go down, yeah, wait, yes, okay, we want to go down and put about 35 milliliters in here. This is going to be for the Patreon dice for this last month, because that is one of the tiers on my Patreon, is you get a D20 every month. We need to look just a little bit more, and I think 35 will be about right. I think that's going to be about right. And then the rest we're going to divvy up here between all of our rainbow colors. So the thing is, the red and the orange are going to need more resin than the other ones, because those are going to be the D20 and the D12, and they take a little bit more resin, the D20 especially. So I think the D20 is going to take about 10 milliliters normally. It takes quite a bit. It takes like a third, almost a third of the overall resin in a set of dice. So I probably want to do a little bit less than 5, because I want a thin layer in the middle, so I don't need quite 5. If I do have extra resin, we are going to use that elsewhere though. Okay. And I don't quite know how much I'm going to need for this one, but I'm going to do similar. The D12 also takes a bit of resin, so a little bit less than 5. Just want to make sure that I have enough resin for all of these. And then, how much do I have left? About 20. I'll do like 2.5 or so in the rest of these. I should have a little bit of leftover resin, and then we'll divvy it out so that we add a little bit more to each of them, I think. That sounds about right. The D4 and the D2 really aren't going to take much at all. That's going to be the last two there. So probably won't add too much to those ones. I'll probably go back and add some more to the middle ones here. I should be able to do 2.5 in each of these though. And I might do these ones first, just because I think I want the resin to settle, because I want nice clean layers. So I'm going to put them in so that there's time for, well actually maybe I want to do that one first. No, I'll do these first. Okay, yeah, definitely plenty of resin for those two. Let's add a little bit more to these. Just going to add but let's see here. I am gonna do a bonus d20, so I'll add a little bit extra to our last ones too. Just a little bit of extra resin. So one of the things, so I was saying earlier that like I've actually really been enjoying editing. One of the things that I'm editing at the moment, I have a tutorial video that I need to finish. It's almost done. It'll go up on Patreon first, like a couple weeks, and then I'll make it so it's public on my YouTube channel here. But got a tutorial video that I'm working on. But one of the other things I'm working on is making videos of commissions that I'm working on. So like each different commission is getting like its own little video of like all the process of the dice or whatever people are ordering being made. And I'm having quite a bit of fun with those because I'm literally just like finding music that I think will kind of match. In a couple of cases, I've asked the person who ordered stuff like, hey, do you want to help find a song to go with this? Here's the YouTube music library. So a couple of them I've had that, but I've been editing them so that, I don't know, it's just all the steps, but I've been having a lot of fun because I've taken the music and then I'm just like having like it jump when like the music kind of changes and things. It's just fun. So I've actually been enjoying myself, which is surprising to me because I've never enjoyed video editing before. I think part of it is that I was always frustrated by it because it takes a lot of time. And I always figured that it shouldn't take me a lot of time, if that makes sense. I tend to feel like I work a lot slower than everybody else. And it's possible I do. I get distracted easily and stuff, but I have a tendency to feel like I should be doing things faster than I am. And it always kind of felt like it was something that I should be able to do faster than I did. Because it takes me forever to edit things. And then also, I've never been very good at it. I think that'll be kind of pretty. Got like blue, and then we've got our little speckles of blue-green. They're very dark, but there's like one big one here. I don't know how I feel about the one big one. Let me break up the one big one. I want them to be little flecks of blue and green. There we go, that's better. This looks kind of big too. So this one, we're going to do a reverse. You got a commission from me. Alright, that'll be good. What do I want to start with? I'm going to start with getting my colors figured out here. So let me just do a drop in each. And then I'm going to be adding a bunch of white. I know some of these are rather strong, but I don't feel like trying to make them less strong. Actually, no, I want to do it like this because I'm going to be doing another layer, and I want to get kind of the same proportions. roughly, so if I can kind of figure out how many drops of each I use, that should be easier to figure out. Ah, okay. I mean, I'm always down. Oh, I'm always down for commissions. You know, I've limited my commissions in the past to 5 at a time, but I haven't really had an issue with having a whole bunch of people at the same time, I don't think. So, I don't know, I haven't really been paying attention too much to that. Also, I think I've gotten better at organizing commissions. I just realized I forgot to grab stir sticks for all these. Let me just grab some new stir sticks. Skeetle dice. It does kind of, yeah, taste the rainbow. I posted a photo of the Neapolitan dice that I made on social media. And I went and mentioned, at least on Tumblr, I mentioned that I don't think this is going to help with people not wanting to eat my dice. And pretty much every comment on there is, I want to munch. Like, guys, no. To be fair, a couple people seemed genuinely confused that it wasn't actually food. Okay. Alright, and then let's do, I'm gonna start with 1 drop of white in each. And we'll see how it looks. I might have gotten 2 in the pink. Oh, do you have one from Scryer? Oh, man, I feel like Scryer has been so busy. She's been showing me just like all the stuff that she's been getting done, and it's like, how have you done this? Must resist desire to lick. I would not advise licking the resin. I have talked about making some food-safe silicone molds, like dice molds. Just left with the chocolate part. But no, I've been making some food-safe silicone molds of dice to make some like chocolate dice. I wouldn't be able to sell them just because I don't have a commercial kitchen, and that's food. Yeah, definitely gonna need more white. I want these to be more opaque and more pastel. But yeah, my brother's been talking about making fun chocolates for a while now. He's more of the cook at my house. I'm not a big, I like eating food. Oh, it's gonna be your first layered dice. That's exciting. I love seeing, like, I mean, I love talking to other dice makers too, and I just love seeing what other dice makers are doing. Ooh, gummy dice, that'd be cool too. This purple's gonna look terrible. It'll look nice once it is actually, cured. This purple always looks kind of gray until it actually cures. I just love seeing like what techniques do other people seem to like? Like what are people's go-to techniques, I guess? Because I really enjoy doing like the mica drops and dirty pours. Let's do one. Okay. What? Okay, the way I'm reading it is that it's going to be the first set of layered dice that she's making. Is that what you mean? But like, I don't know. I have a few sets where there are multiple layers. I don't usually do more than like 5 layers because, quite honestly, doing a lot of layers is a pain in the butt. just because it takes a lot of time, and I'm like, I want to see how they look, and you can't see how they look until, you know, 2 weeks later when you finally get all the layers poured. There we go, that's looking a little bit more pastel. But, like, I don't know, that's something, I do layered things sometimes. But I guess, you know, other people are going to be less likely to do that or more likely to do that. That might be the right. You haven't found any style that you like or fall back on yet? Yeah, that's fair. Like I like mixing it up and doing a lot of different things. So I completely get that. I think that how do I put this? Some of it has just been from doing it for so long, maybe, that I'm just like, oh, I see that I tend to do a lot of this. Or if I don't know what I want to do, I will usually be like, okay, I can do this, and I know that it'll turn out all right. That's kind of how it is for me with like dirty pours and mica drops, is like, if I don't know what I want to make, I can just find some colors and do one of those. And I know that it'll probably turn out looking pretty cool. It'll turn out looking fine. But I enjoy having the variety. Like, it's fun doing a lot of different things. Oh, rose quartz chips inside the dice. Oh! I wonder how that'll turn out. I wonder how that'll, I wonder if they'll show up, well, or if they'll be, like, this is one way. Or if they'll kind of fade into the clear resin. That was something I found with, like, amethyst. I think it was amethyst. I tried to put, like, a piece of amethyst in resin once, and it just completely disappeared. Even though it was purple, it just, like, it was gone. I'm like, how has this happened? Ah, there we go. That's looking better. Yeah, I don't know what it is with the dirty quartz. I wonder if some of it is just, like, different weather or something, too. Or just using different resin. Because, like, I can't, we've both had problems with Petris, but we've had completely different problems with Petris. Did you ever figure out why your white pigment was, like, breaking apart in the resin? Like, did you ever try a different white or a different resin? Because, like, that's not my problem with Petri, but it's just like, why is this happening? I should try doing Petris again. That's one of the styles that I avoid just because I know I'm not good at them. Actually, I think I could do some Petri blanks, and that might work out. This purple is so light. I want it to match the others. And I want to add more white so it's a little bit more opaque. And I want the purple to actually show up. Some of these are going to need more white just to make them more opaque. The blue is looking okay. Does the resin get hot enough to change the quartz's color? You know, I hadn't thought about it. I think it's a small enough amount that it shouldn't. I found that the resin is more likely to get hotter if it's like a large quantity of it, which is why I section out all of my resin into the little mixing cups at the beginning and let it sit like there like this instead of all being in here. I left it all in here once and it started to cure because it got warm. It started heating up. This way it doesn't get so hot. Oh yeah. To be fair, like, Petri dice are fun. My problem is that I can't do them consistently. Like, I've done Petri dice before that I like and that ended up good, but I'm like, if I'm going to sit down and pour something, I'm not sure whether it will turn out or not. When it comes to Petri, I can sit down and be like fairly confident that like a dirty pour or like a mica drop is going to turn out pretty okay. But I never know with the Petri. There's just a lot of uncertainty there for me. This is still kind of a dark blue. But I'm thinking maybe I should do more Petri dice just so that I can like get better, like more consistent at it. So I can become more confident that they're going to churn out. It's just one of those things where I feel like you have to have the conditions right, and I don't necessarily know what those conditions are. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with your. I think that it might be like a combination of your white and your resin, because it's like your white pigment separates or something. It's very strange to me. Ooh, I like this green. This is nice. Should I do the same green for the mint? I think this is the kiwi. That's kind of nice. Alright, have fun. Oh, this yellow is nice too. Alright, I like this yellow and I like this green a lot. They're both good pastel colors. The others, I think, the purple's going to be good. I think a couple of these need a little bit more white. Just to be a little bit more pastel. This orange is still way too bright. And then, like, I don't know, this blue is just kind of dark. Mint green. Yeah, this orange is going to need more white. It's just too dark. The red's coming along. Oh yeah, the red's getting close. So I think the red maybe like 1 or 2 more drops. The orange is going to need... You want to eat that green? I mean, I guess that is kind of the goal, right? I am trying to make dice that look tasty this go around, which is dangerous. I do wonder if I should put in my product description that it's a choking hazard. Because I haven't done that just because I haven't felt the need to. But I'm wondering if I should do that just in case someone tries to eat the dice and chokes and dies. I love the pastels in that die set. I'll have to take a look after the stream. I'm curious to see the colors. That orange is looking better. I do like a good pastel. I like a good opaque color. That's the thing that I have the most trouble with, I think, is like good opaque colors. The reds, I think the red might be good. The blue is still a little bit bright. Blue might need some more white. It's a pretty blue, but it's just a little bit bright. Let's see how the pink's looking. The pink partially just needed to be more opaque. Oh yeah, the pink's looking better. It's kind of a purpley pink, but I did that on purpose. Okay, have fun at work. Thanks for stopping by. Glad we could hang out for a bit. And yeah, just let me know on the commission stuff. Yeah, that's a good pink. This blue is too bright. I know, it's just like, one of those things where it's just like, okay, it should be obvious not to eat plastic, but am I going to be liable if someone does try to eat plastic? Again, I don't want to get sued, because, I don't know, I just don't want to get sued. Oh, there we go, that's doing a little bit better. It's still fairly bright, but I think that is a little bit more pastel. Still quite bright. How does it look next to everything else? It definitely looks more opaque. How is everything else looking for opacity? This one's definitely looking opaque. That one's looking opaque. Yeah, I think we're doing okay on opacity too. Cool. I'm just kind of seeing if I can see the stir stick through things. This one could maybe, I'm going to put another drop of white in here. Yeah, that's on you. Oh, yeah. we go. That's looking a little bit better. That looks more opaque. The blue is definitely looking opaque, but it's still pretty bright and dark. Purple's looking pretty okay. How's the pink? The pink's looking pretty okay. Should I do... I'm going to do one more drop of blue, or one more drop of white. Well, we'll do two in the blue. It's starting to look close, but it's still not quite light enough. Ooh, there we go. I think that's it. That seems good. Yeah, better to be safe than sorry. I should probably put that. I can put choking hazard. Do not eat. There we go. Ooh, all right, let's pour these in and get them out of the way. Oh, I should. I'm just going to take the lids off. We don't need the lids yet because we're going to be doing some layers. Put those off to the side. There we go. So I plan to have a little bit of extra resin. So let's just see. I'm going to try and estimate about half. I don't know quite where that is. Oops. I think that's probably good. That's probably about half. Not, yeah. Choking hazard not for children under 3 years of age. I could probably just put choking hazard and be good. Because then yeah. I'd probably just put choking hazard. Oops, that might be a little bit too much. I think I put a little bit too much. I think the funniest warning label that I probably still have it, because I think I still have the thing it was on, was like a stuffed bear. It was like a stuffed bear. That was it was a little bit. It had like a different kind of stuff in it, but and it was literally the tag on it said bear pillow. And the warning label said, warning, this is not a pillow, not suitable for children. It was like a little teddy bear thing. It's like, what? What are you talking about? Who is your target audience here? Yeah, I'm making a mess. This is why I wanted to do this earlier. Luckily, it doesn't need to be super clean. I just want kind of a nice stripe in the middle. But if I get a little at the top, that's fine, because it's also going to be yellow. Alright, let me do just a little tiny bit more. It's hard to guess where the middle is. I'm trying to do like just a little bit less than half. Cat hair! Get out! Out! Ouch, damn spot. Or probably Koshi in this case. Oops, let's not do two of those on accident. Whenever I do like the rainbow stuff, I'm never quite sure what like extra color to add. Because I have, like 8 dice in a set. And, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple is only 6. And so then I add pink, like a pink, for a 7th. And I'm never sure what to do for the 8th. So I usually end up adding like a teal color in between the blue and the green. I think it works out alright, but I don't know. I don't know if it's too similar. Hopefully there's not so much pigment in this that it causes problems. probably should have done less of the blue. No, no cat hair hype. Who was it that was joking about leaving a review on my, I think it was my brother maybe. He was joking about leaving a review on my website that says, dice were great, but they were full of cat hair. I was like, no, 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 no. Alright, purple. Let's see here. I think this is gonna be this will be a fun set because I'm gonna do then like a little shimmery layer in between, like in the middle, and then I'm gonna do more of this color, hopefully, on top. All right, that should be plenty there. This one's gonna be a little bit more difficult. I might need a squeezy for this one. I can actually get it into the bottom there. I don't think it'll take very much though. Okay, more than that. Yeah, I think that'll work. Cool, got those done. I'm going to do a D20, but I actually want the resin a little bit thicker for that because I want to get kind of like gentle layers. I don't want them all to mix completely. Yeah, I'm happy with those colors. I think they turned out good. I think these colors turned out nice. Let's do this next, I think. Because with the, oh, actually, let's mix up our color for our, let's figure out our mint green color. I'm going to do a drop of this. I'm probably adding way too much pigment, and because I'm going to do a drop of this. And I'm going to do like 5 drops of this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can count. And then let's see how this looks. Ooh, this might be a nice green, actually. Ooh, that might work out. Although I kind of like that other green. It's a little bit more yellow. I might add a drop of that in here, too. I might add a drop of the kiwi in here, too. Although, do you think of mint green as being a little bit more blue or a little bit more yellow? Because I was thinking a little bit more blue. Oh, no, actually, I don't know. This color's pretty nice. It looks more blue on camera, but it's like, it's definitely green. It like leans towards blue a little bit more than it leans towards yellow, but it's definitely green. I feel like maybe the blue makes it feel a little bit colder, which I like. Because that feels very minty. Feels a little bit chilly. Do you think that I might want this to be a little bit more opaque? So let's add another 6 drops of white. If we need to, we'll add some more of the green in a second, but I just want this to be nice and opaque. Because I don't want the brown to show through too much. Ooh, that might be nice, actually. Like a nice pale kind of green. I guess we're going kind of pastel-y here, too. But I think I'll add another drop of the... Which one was the more... Can't remember which one's more blue. I think the clover's more blue. Let's add another drop, let's add another drop of avocado. Mix that in. We do want it to be noticeably green. Not just off-white. Maybe a bit lighter. Yeah. It actually, I think it looks more pigmented on camera than it does in person, too. Because this is actually a really pale color. It's very, like, pastel. Like, you can kind of see compared to the... This is actually kind of a pastel color. You can see that it's much lighter. It's not, like, super light. I think think I like that, actually. I think that's good. It's going to be next to this brown, which I need to add. Drop the brown. I'm just going to do kind of like little specks of this brown in there. Yeah, I think that'll work. I think that'll work. I think that it's dark enough too that it's not going to get completely overshadowed by the brown, because the brown is rather dark. I think if I went too much lighter, it would be almost too much contrast. I don't know that they would match very well. I could almost go a little bit darker maybe, but I like the pastel kind of green. Okay, let's do these next. I'm going to do these. These are the Petri on D20s. So we're going to do kind of a reverse Petri. This does work for me. I haven't had problems with this. So reverse Petri, instead of adding your resin and then putting your ink on top and having it sink, I'm going to add just a little tiny bit of resin into these just because I don't want to completely dye my molds. But we're going to put our ink in and then put our resin on top. I'm just putting a little bit of resin in first just so I don't completely dye my molds by having a ton of ink in there. But let's see here. Let's start with this blue. This is our lighter blue. I'm just going to do a drop of this in each one. And kind of try and put them off in their own little corners so we can try and get all of the different colors in there. It doesn't work perfectly, but I might be able to get some. And then we have our dark blue, which may overpower our other two colors. Woo! I guess we'll find out, because that one definitely ended up with a whole bunch of that in there. Alright. And then I'm going to add a little bit of white. You don't have to add white, but I'm adding a little bit of white because it kind of gives it the same kind of tendrily effect that the regular Petri does a little bit. I don't know how well it would work with your white and stuff tied, just because I don't know how it would break apart and stuff like it does normally. And then I'm going to pour this from kind of a height, because I want to displace all that ink and have it all swirl up the sides of the die and inside of the die. You can kind of see all of the ink is ending up on top here. I'll show you in a second too. Oh yeah, we've got plenty of resin here. That's good. Alright. Yeah, so we've ended up with the colors kind of rising to the surface here. There we go. I'll add a little bit to the lids. That is good to know that I didn't need quite the 35. I probably could have done 30 milliliters for 4 D20s. That, maybe. That's probably not. Yeah, that's maybe 5. It's probably about 30 milliliters for 4 D20s. That's good to know. That's good to know. I'll start setting some things off to the side. And I think I'm going to like these a lot better than I did the first set of dice that I made for that I tried to make for the Patreon dice. I liked the colors better already. Let's get this back a little bit. There we go. Oh, you're fine. I haven't looked at it, so just a heads up, I have my notifications turned off for the stream. So I haven't seen what you've sent me, but you're welcome to DM me whenever. Just don't expect a response right this second. Let's do these next, I think. So let's figure out how we want to do this. So this is going to be our mint chocolate chip ones. Part of the reason that I'm doing the kind of funky bits of resin It's just because I don't want to do like exactly what everyone else has done. I know other people have done mint chocolate chip dice. I've definitely like just seen them before. I'm like, I don't want to just copy what everyone else has done. So I'm gonna add a little bit of this down the line. Just add a little bit, kind of messily, doesn't need to be super neat. Just trying to get a little bit in here. Actually, the D2 I'll add a little bit more. And then I'm going to go through and add just a little bit of this brown in like different sections, different corners and things. Oops, that's a little bit too much. Try not to add too much at once. I'm kind of trying to do like little spots of brown. Kind of spread out. And then we'll go back and do some more green. But I'm going to try and do this as gently as I can. Kind of cover up the brown a little bit, and then we'll go through and add some more little spots of brown again. In a different spot. Alright. So that's just kind of what I'm doing here. I'm going to try and go through and add some little bits of things back and forth. So let's see here. So I'm trying to figure out what all desserts I want to do too. So I went and made like kind of a list. I went and came up with some ideas for desserts that I wanted to make dice based on. I've already done fruit tart dice and Neapolitan dice. And now I'm doing macaroon dice and mint chocolate chip dice. The problem that I've been running into partially is just that a lot of desserts are brown. Like, I don't know if you like have thought about it before, but like, you know, a lot of them have like chocolate and stuff in them. A lot of them are brown. So I've been trying to think of things that have some more variation in color, just because I like having some variation in color. That's something I try to do when I am making dice for a month, is have some variation. Ooh, banana split's a good one. That's a good idea. I like that idea. And I put it all up here. Sure, why not? Okay. Now I do like the idea of a banana split, because there's a lot of color that I could work with. I might have to show you the fruit tart dice that I made. I'll take some photos and post them in the Discord or something at some point. Or actually, I might post those on social media. The fruit tart ones. I did film the making of the Neapolitan and the... Did I do the Neapolitan and the fruit tart ones? Yeah, I think I filmed those. I've realized that the videos I've been having the most fun making are just like the ones where there's not really any talking or anything. It's just music and me working. I don't know. I'm just having fun. All right, let's see here. partially I think because for like the tutorials, I've been trying to figure out like specific things to make them about, if that makes sense. And like, what is like some specific techniques and tips and tricks and things that people might be interested in. But with the other ones, I'm like, I can just film this and then set it to some music and edit it, and I'm all done. I don't have to try and figure out like why I'm doing what I'm doing. I don't have to record a voiceover or whatever. I do want to start doing some more stuff that's like a little bit more complicated. Let's see. Banana color base, and the top could be dollops of color for the toppings. Yeah! That'd be fun. I think I could see that being fun. That does kind of remind me of the fruit tart dice that I've made. I'll have to show those to you. It's definitely air bubbles. Definitely air bubbles. I think this might turn out kind of pretty. I'm seeing some of the brown, and I was worried that it was going to like be too dark and stuff, but I like the contrast. I think I'm liking the contrast. I just don't want things to like mix too much or sink too much. That would be unfortunate. Okay, I think the D2 is all done. Whew. I want a little bit of brown in the top of these. A little bit of brown in here. This is making you hungry? I know, I've only had a donut today, so I think I'll probably find some lunch after this. Probably not ice cream. I'll probably have some actual food, but I mean, you know, do what you will. That is the danger of this theme, isn't it? I'm just gonna be hungry the whole time. I'm working on things. Okay. I think I'm gonna fill this one up the rest of the way. And then I'll put a little bit of brown on the lid, maybe. Put that little bit of brown in there. Because we're getting close to running out of the brown. We're getting kind of close to the top on some of these. The D20 still has room, but I mean, that's normal. It always takes forever to fill the D20. There's definitely a cat hair on our D4. Let's see here. So let's see. I want to make. There we go. Do a little bit of that brown there. So I think our D4 is pretty much done. I'll put another drop of resin here, but I think this is pretty full. I think I want to start not filling my molds too much. I think that's a problem that I've been, like a mistake I've been making. I think I've been overfilling them too much because I want them to be a little bit domed, but I think I've been adding way too much to that. I think maybe. So domed, but maybe not overflowing with resin. And then let's put some brown in that corner. I will fill in the lid a little bit. Make sure that the I'm not getting a bunch of air bubbles trapped there. Yeah, I think that'd be nice. I'm definitely going to need to spritz these down because they definitely have some air bubbles at the top here. I do think my resin's starting to get a little bit thicker, which is good because that's going to be good for our colors over here for actually layering them. That's going to be here. There we go. Back. Hi, back. I'm Liz. Welcome. Just getting these kind of filled up. Getting some on lids. A little bit of brown in here. All right. Yeah, we'll just put a little bit of, we'll just make that lid all green, it's fine. Alright, so we've still got a little bit of space in our D12 and our D20. Let me try and get some more brown. Get some of the bigger pieces that I don't want on the lids. Nice to meet you. Yes, nice to meet you as well. Cool. Yeah, I'm curious and excited to see how these turn out. I feel like these could either turn out or they could be like gross looking. I feel like the colors, if the colors mix too much, they might be a little bit gross, just green, like greenish brown color. Could be a mess. Put some in the corner that's in. Okay, I think that's pretty much all of the brown there. We will fill the rest in with the green. There we go. Alright, we got a little bit of green left over. That is okay. Let me spritz these down again. I want the bubbles to all pop on the surfaces. But we'll give those a second to sit. Give them time to let all of the air rise to the surface. Because it's always a problem I found when I have the little bits of resin in anything. Is that air likes to get trapped around them, and then I end up with voids and things. So let me give these some time, just a little bit of time, to hopefully let all that air escape. And while we do that, let's make a nice layered D20. So I have highest number at the bottom. So let's start with our red. I think we're going to do a bunch of like little thin layers and try and work our way down the rainbow. I'll give you guys a little bit of a, what's the word I'm looking for? A sneak peek, but my plan for June's Patreon D20s is kind of like, I'm thinking I might do kind of like layered rainbow dice. I feel like that's fitting for June. I can't do those until the end of the month when I know how many I need to make. Stretch! My local stretch reminder. Ugh. Probably a good time to do it though. Alright, there's a little bit of red. Actually, I think I'll just stand up. Oh, probably a good idea. I'm going to do a little bit of orange. Not the cleanest, that's okay. So I'm just going to go through and add a little bit of each of these. I'm going to try and guess about how much I'm going to need, but who knows? And it is a little bit thicker, which is good. Means that the colors shouldn't mix as much as they might otherwise. A little bit of our tealy blue. I've decided I'm just kind of pulling it in the middle, and then as I add more colors, it kind of gets displaced outward into layers. That's my theory, anyways. We'll see how it actually turns out in actuality. There we go. Actually, plenty of that. I might have added too much of that actually, but that's okay. Whoops, same with this blue. This blue has so much pigment in it that it's a little bit runnier than the rest. Yeah, I gotcha. There's no pressure here. Yeah. I get you. Yeah, like I said, there's no pressure here. It's nice, but like, I don't know. I'm happy to make things like streaming and stuff for free. I just do this because I enjoy it. So, you know, I don't expect extra stuff from anybody. That was a problem I ran into when I was trying to figure out how to set up Patreon though. Because like a lot of the like suggestions for things to do, like live streams and stuff, I'm like, or having a Discord, doing live streams, you know, posting photos and stuff, I'm like, I already do all of this stuff for free. I don't know what I'm going to set as levels, because a lot of the stuff it's suggesting I just already do. Okay, let's make some more. You know, I might be able to do another D20, actually. Probably do another D20. Or let's just do some spare dice. I like my dice. There you go. There you go. You can support me by just liking the things that I'm working on. I appreciate that. Let's do D12, I think. We'll see if we have enough for the D12. Could do something cool with, actually those both go together. Let me see if I can do kind of a rainbow in here. Just by hand. Blue. Oh no, I don't know that I'll have enough room. Quick, put some purple in. That one blue is maybe a little bit off. That's okay. Ooh. Hey, Omar. I wonder how this will turn out. Let's see. I hope this turns out, because that's going to be cool if it does. Let me go back through and Add a little bit of this to go with it. One of your artist friends set up a few tiers as future buyers tiers, so each month it adds up. Oh, adds up to the cost of a commission. Oh, I see. Yeah, I've seen people do like commissions kind of and stuff through there. A wild knot has appeared. I'm just using up some of the leftover resin here. Clean up. I knew that I was going to have some extra, so I'm making some like extra dice to put into my miscellaneous dice container. But honestly, if this Rainbow D2 turns out, I might steal it. Like, because honestly, this looks pretty cool. We'll find out, though. We'll find out if it turns out. It could all mix together and become brown. Hopefully not, but it could. Alright. We'll find out. Alright, cool. But it's just it's so pretty like that. Oh, actually, you know what I want to do? Do I have a clean... Just a second here. I want to try doing that, but as like a little necklace, because it looks super cool, and I think that'd be cool. So we're going to try... I'm grabbing tape because this is not clean at all. I'm just going to clean out a little cavity here. And we're going to try doing that here as well because I like that. I think it's cool. You have to order a new mystery set and ask for a rainbow. I could try making 2 of the Rainbow D2s too. Okay, but I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna try this here too. Although honestly, I should probably start adding some things quicker to some of the dice molds because I can tell that this is starting to get a little bit thick. But I should do more pastel rainbow stuff. I usually do like super bright rainbow stuff because like I like rainbows. I like making bright colored things. But I'm liking the pastels. They're nice. I don't know if I should even add this one. This one's a little bit bright. That's okay, we'll add a little bit of it. And some pink. Woo! Alright. We'll see how it ends up, but like, I don't know. The colors are just so pretty. They might wiggle around a bit. We'll find out. Okay. Let me actually make some other rainbow things. Yeah, I think let's start with the D12. Because I've got enough for a D12, I think, so let's just do it. I'm going to be less nice about the layers in this one. We're just putting resin in this one. Still doing it in order, but less cleanly. I should do some of this blue over there too. That over there. Yeah, things are getting kind of sticky. Oh, hi Fitz. I guess it's good that I'm almost done because I have a cat at my window asking to be let inside. Hello. Yes, I'll be up in a minute. I'm just finishing some resin. let's see. I think I'm gonna try and I'm just chatting now. I think I might try and clean my living room today. It's like, what do I want to do today? But also, I might go back to editing things, just because I've been having fun editing things. And I think I have a couple of things that I could start on. I'm trying to get like a little bit of like a back catalog almost. I'm trying to stay on top of things. I think that's also why I haven't enjoyed editing in the past, is just because, does Kitty want to donate some hair to the project? Yes. Donate some hair. Can I pat the cat? I mean, he's outside the window. I have, here, I'll show you. Oh, I have, you can see my janky temporary curtains. I taped up 2 shop towels to the window because I came down to stream at one point during the day, and the sun was just streaming in and blinding me. I'm like, oh gosh. And that was my temporary fix, was just to go grab a couple of shop towels and put them there. I will pat the cat once he comes inside, though. He will be very happy. Fitz's 2 favorite things are, well, he has a few favorite things, but 2 of his favorite things are being outside and then getting pets while he's eating at the food dish. He likes it having someone there with him while he's eating. So I will let him in and probably go give him pets at the food dish, because I know he's going to ask for them. I'm just going to ignore that blue. We'll use some of that blue over there with that stuff. I was like, what's he doing? There's a plank of wood outside the window. I was like, what's he scratching? He's scratching the plank of wood. It's fine. He's allowed to do that. I do really like making dice where every die... Yeah, I'm doing the dice in the basement, yes. This is where I have the space for it. I do like doing sets where every day is different. It is ironic that I do it in the basement, considering my shop's name is Alchemist's Attic instead of Alchemist's Basement. But no one needs to know, okay? No one needs to know. What was I saying? Hi. Yes, I'll be out in a minute. He also likes playing tag. That's one of his favorite things, too. He wants you to come outside and chase him in the yard. He does like a funny thing where he'll just kind of like half run away and then look back at you to see if you're following. Being like, come chase me! What was I saying, though, before I got distracted by being in my basement? It's about the cat. I don't remember. I don't remember. Hey, I'm Alchemist's Basement. Yes. Yeah, Omar is Alchemist's Basement. Cool. That's all that. Let me spritz things down again. I'm suing. You can hear the little mew. Yeah. He's very insistent. Yeah, you've got that alliteration there with the attic part, which is what I was going for. I'm trying to remember where I got my name. It's possible. I think my brother gave me the idea for my shop name, and I liked it because it had an aesthetic tied to it, so I could do some like nice branding type stuff, like some nice like aesthetic stuff, but also it was generic enough that it didn't actually say what I was selling. So if I decided that dice didn't work out, I could still do whatever else I wanted. I mean, I technically have an attic. I don't go in the attic, but there is one. Let's do this. Let's do some more D10s. Like, yeah, I mean, there's one that exists in my house. But it's not like a living space. It's not finished. It's not a finished attic. Also, I think it'd probably be rather warm in the summer. It gets rather warm and cold here. Oh, the trouble that we all went through with your branding. That was, I don't know, it was something that I realized at one point. Honestly, it was something that I kind of realized when I was doing some stuff with Marrow and Scryer. I can't remember. Oh, I think we're talking about branding a little bit. Because, like, Buddy, you can't come in the window. He wants to come in the window. Yeah, this is getting thick. I need to start getting these things into the pressure pot. Was just like figuring out how to tie everything together. The Alchemist's Attic was not my original shop name. I had ironically, my brand isn't one. No, but Alchemist's Attic wasn't originally my shop name. I had what else do I want to do? Do a D8. Do another D8. That's a D6. No wonder I had so many D8s. That makes more sense. Kitty Mew Mew. I know, he's very sad. He's very sad out there. Little kitty Mew Mew hopping through the forest. No, that's not right. No, my shop name before I was Alchemist's Attic was Bubbles and Bobbles. I think I'm technically still listed under that. I just have multiple names, but that has like no, I don't know, there wasn't really a strong aesthetic that I had in mind for it. I was just making soap. I was like, okay, I need a name for when I make soap and want to sell it. Fitz, you can't come in that way. Why don't you go me out the back door? Maybe I'm gonna let you in. You come in yelling at us this morning that you want outside, and now you're outside yelling at me that you want inside. You should have gone before we left the house. Yeah, let's just get this resin used up. Kitty Mew. I'm slowly getting rid of it. Kitchen demands entry. At once! At once, puny humans. You do not give me entry immediately. So, Fitz has a habit of early in the morning when he sees that it's light outside, because I think he knows he's not allowed out while it's dark. He asks to go out while it's dark, and he knows he's not allowed out while it's dark. But early in the morning, he will come in and scream. And my brother and I have both learned over time that the best thing to do when he comes in early in the morning and screams. Did I fix my Twitter Instagram link on here? I think so, yeah. Should have. I had like a typo and I changed some things. So I went and fixed that, I think. But my brother and I have found that the best thing to do to keep him from screaming at us and to go away is just to play dead. Just like pretend that we haven't woken up at all. If we move a muscle, he's just like, there's hope! Someone might wake up and give me something. But if you have to like not move at all. And he's just like, oh, well, yeah, I guess they're not going to get up and give me anything. We're playing mind games with the cat. Let's do another D20. That's a D12. I'm going to do another D20, and this one's probably going to go in the... They try. They try. I don't know if I want to teach them to do that. But they try. Okay, I'm going to start with the red. I'm just going to use up all of this red. No, I have my cats like to be in the middle of things. So I'll be trying to take like product photos and stuff, and they'll just hop up where the dice are and lay down on them, and I'm like, dude, I'm trying to do something here. Or they'll just stand in front of me while I'm at my computer. That's another favorite pastime of theirs. Actually, that's not usually Fitz though. That's usually Luna and Koshi that like to stand at my desk and demand attention. It is kind of funny and cute because like Koshi isn't the most like she isn't really a snuggler. She's not really a snuggly cat. The only place that she ever wants like all my attention is when I'm at my desk. She just lays down in front of me. I could use her as a pillow at my desk and she'd be so happy. She'd just be purring away. But like, I don't know, most of the time she's just like so scared of everything. You move too fast and she's just like, ah! Oh no! A monster approaches! You've seen some product photos shot on the backs and sides of that. It's possible I've done that before too. It's very possible I've used Koshi as like a black background before. It would not surprise me if I've done that. But it's Luna especially likes to just come lay in the middle of whatever I'm working on. I don't know what I want to do with this resin. I'll just let it down. It's fine. A little bit of yellow. Oh, not of random bits of. Not much yellow left here. It's getting very thick. Alright. Oh. That just reminded me though, I need to take that upstairs. Okay. Oh, I need to make fruit salad. That's what I need to do. I'm going over to a friend's house for dinner and I said I'd bring fruit salad. I need to actually make fruit salad. Next time you commission... No. Yeah, that's fair. I think I need to figure it out, Maggie, but I think that I can set it up so that it will tell you how much like that's going to be too through my website. I'm not quite sure how that works. I'll have to look. Oh, the colors. Well, here, let's do this. Let's do all of this. This is more of kind of the bluish green, so we'll put some of this in. And actually, the blues and the greens, I'm okay with being kind of, except here because I'm going to put the clear on top if there's room. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I don't know how the import stuff works. I've never really thought about it too much. I haven't ordered a ton of things from overseas or shipped a ton overseas. I didn't even realize it was a thing. Not really, anyways. Oh, I might have like just the right amount. This could be very close. The D20 is more of an art piece. I mean, it should be usable. Like, it should be weighted so that it's usable. But yeah, that's the thing with like dice. Like, I know some people kind of collect like handmade dice and stuff as more like art piece type things, but I try to make things that are also usable as well. I don't know. I like making things that are functional. I like making functional art. There's something fun about that. I don't know. I like being useful, I guess. Don't think about it too much. Oh, it's 25% of the price. Ew. Is it always that percentage, or did it just end up being that because of the way things worked out? Let's do a D4. Let's do D4. I'm making a bunch of extra. I've actually had people getting the mystery dice recently. I've sold a couple sets in the past, and then I sold like 2 or 3 sets in like the same week. Oh, right, it's hard to read. Yeah, there's a lot going on in that one. Alright, this is very thick. I need to go get things into the pressure pot. So let's get the lids going on these. Oh, it's always 25%? Wow. I mean, that's a lot. Let's put this in here. This is a good spot for some extra resin. This is a piece for making keycap molds. So this is a mold to make a piece to make keycap molds. Which is good because I always break them. I really want to figure out how to do which is the only set? Oh, yeah, that's fair. Yeah. It just takes me so much time. A lot of my time is spent in the like sanding and stuff and finishing, which is why those are quite a bit less expensive than other things. Alright, let's start getting some lids on here. And cat hair off. Okay. I've debated if I want to do like, if I want to sell some like full raw sets. I don't know if that's something, I mean, it's probably something folks would be interested in, but I don't know if it's something that I would want to do. I don't know, like, I already know that I polish things more than I need to, obviously, because, I don't know, I polish things a lot. So I just don't know if I would be happy with selling things that I felt were like unfinished like that. I guess to be fair, the mystery sets are also unfinished. That's the point of them. But I don't know. I don't know. I just like making things all shiny. All right, let me start putting these here. Honestly, if I wanted to sell more stuff, I could probably I just need to get over some of my weird hang-ups about things. Alright. Yeah, it is good that it's always the same percentage each time. That's true. That's true. Because then you can plan for it. It's just expensive. Yeah, it is nice that you can plan for it. It's not a surprise. Alright. Dude, all of those were unfinished. All of those dice were unfinished. I tried to like pick ones that weren't like super unfinished, but they were definitely unfinished. It's, to be fair, like it's just, I don't know, it's interesting. Like I look back at some of the sets that I first made. So when I first started, I was hand polishing everything, and I'm not very good at hand polishing. That's why I got the tumblers, is because I'm not good at hand polishing. But people seemed perfectly, double the price if you don't. Ah, I see. Yeah. Yeah, no, best to pay it. Best to pay it. No, but like, people seem perfectly happy with the, oh, I see. I see what you're saying. No, but yeah, people seem perfectly happy with the dice that I sold them, even when I was just starting out. But like, I went back and looked at some of the old sets, because, you know, I have some of my original sets. I had some sets that didn't sell, that sort of stuff. I have some dice that I should put back in the shop at some point that they're fine, they just didn't sell. I have a better camera now. Honestly, the sets that didn't sell from a while ago, I went and repolished the ones that needed it. I was like, why did these ones not sell? It's all the ones that like are super shimmery, and that is the exciting thing about them, because it just doesn't show up on camera very well. It's like, I see what's going on here. These just didn't translate well to photography. But maybe I will try to get some better photos. That's something I was thinking of doing anyways. I was thinking of kind of pulling things down, and like some older things from the shop down, and inventorying and taking better photos of things and then putting them back up. Just making sure everything's up to par, as it were. Okay, I need to go get these into the pressure pot. I'm going to get these last few lids on, and then I'm going to call it for today. So let me just do these real quick. These ones might end up with a few air bubbles, we'll find out. Yeah, that's not going there. Whew. But no, I don't know. I bet there would be some interest if I did raw sets, but I don't know if I would want to do raw sets. Try turntable short video for each set to show them. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. I think that's a good idea too. That's something that I was thinking of as well. Is I want to do more like little short videos, I think, for those. But that is, yeah, yeah, that's something I thought of at one point and then completely forgot about. So I appreciate the reminder that, oh yeah, I can do videos too. Alright, I'm going to go get these into the pressure pot. I think I'll probably just leave this one out. I don't know that it's going to stack well. I could put it in. It'll be fine out here. We're going to leave the little rainbow thing out here. It'll be fine. It's okay. But I'm going to go get these put in. Thanks for hanging out, guys. I will be back next Saturday. I'm kind of cutting things down to one stream a week at the moment while I, you know, get used to the new job and stuff. I don't know if I'll come back to doing Wednesdays or not, but it'll depend on scheduling and things. I'll keep you guys updated on the Discord and Twitter and, you know, let you guys know. But I should be back next Saturday. So hopefully I will see you guys then. But thanks for hanging out. I will go take a look at the things that you guys posted either in Discord or sent me on Discord just a little bit. And I'll see you guys later.